What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing today or tonight? What am I talking about? How are you guys doing tonight? Look, I'm stopping in here because I've been having problems with getting my system together, but I think I got it a little bit under control. I wanted to pop in real quick because I wanted to talk to you guys about they can see through your eyes. Yes, yes, indeed. Now, I know you have heard target individuals, targeted individuals, TIs. You probably have them in your family. Yeah, people have come to you and told you they can see through my eyes. They see everything that I do. And you look at them like, yeah, we might have to call somebody that has the straight jackets because this person that's in my family is talking totally crazy. They're not crazy. They're not crazy at all. While I let you sit with that thought, they can see through my eyes. Hold on, guys. May have saved changes you may. This stuff just they just interrupt my live. Hold on. I want to check my doggone live stream really quick, guys. So hold on. You know how they do. I wish I could just run my live stream like normal, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Y'all hold tight. They can see through my eyes, so they can see everything. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little flashback from my lighting, guys, but hold on, let's do a systems check really quick. I wish. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get this back. Let's get this party started again. What's good, my people, my peeps? They can see through my eyes. Some of you guys, as targeted individuals, we've heard of this technology, right? They can see through my eyes. People have said this, and it just seems so outrageous, so just so far gone for somebody to actually say that. But it is true. I know. You can call me local right now, right? You can call me local. I am far from local. I am far from local. Okay. I want you to know. So I have to bring it to you. You know how I like to wrap it up in a beautiful bow and present information to you. So we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, I want y'all guys to look at this perfume. Look at this perfume. Hello, Mr. Brooks. How are you doing today? This evening, I keep saying today because I always happen to come on during the day. What is good? Isn't this a lovely bottle? Can y'all see this bottle? It is just a lovely bottle. Hello, Broken Matrix. How are you doing this evening? I need you guys to go onto my TikTok shop. Could you talk? I can't even get it out because they done made me mad over TikTok. I'm one of the people that's mad. Y'all better be mad too because they coming for our voices. They're coming for our voices, y'all. They don't want us. And I'm gonna read your comment in a minute, Broken Matrix. They don't want us to have our voices. And TikTok was putting it in. Y'all thought TikTok was just about shaking, but they would. Let me tell you something before I get into this beautiful bottle of perfume that you can find on my TikTok shop. If you go right now, go ahead and go and get it. It is only, I believe it's like $35 for awesome perfume. This is a grown woman scent, baby. Sweet, got a little just it just y'all. I didn't use it all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This gonna make a melt, honey. This perfume is gonna make a melt. Okay, go get it. This is a Jara by House of Latafa. If I'm not saying that totally correct, um, it's okay. Go get this perfume. You are going to love it. You better go get it before they take down TikTok, y'all, because they coming for our voices. Y'all thought TikTok was all about shaking the rump shakers and the silliness. No, baby. No, TikTok was giving y'all too much knowledge over there. Some of y'all was on the wrong side of the street over on TikTok. I'm just let you know right now. Some of y'all was on the wrong side of the street on TikTok if you only seen the rump shakers and the panty droppers. You should have been on my side of TikTok. On my side of TikTok, we're about that information, the information that I'm about to give you tonight. Because this lady I'm about to drop and show you, she was on TikTok. So I know you guys, you might be suspect if you just saw the rump shakers. If you're coming into the building, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. Yes, indeed. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hit the like button and be courteous. You know, even if you don't speak in the chat, be courteous and hit the like button. So let me bring Broken Matrix back up here. See, let me see what you were saying. I believe it. Oh goodness, this little thing is in my way. I believe it's twice made a video about it showing how they did it in cats. I never saw your video, but I did see this video, and I was going to bring it to you guys the other night, but y'all seen that they gave me problems. Yes, indeed. They gave me so many problems, but I have so much information, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to hold y'all to it. I'm going to bring her up on the screen, and we're going to get into it. So have you ever heard of Project Maven? Was it called Project Maven, Broken Matrix? Did you have a name for where the information came from? Was it Project Maven? Because this is Project Maven, and they were using satellites, drones. And I've always told you, y'all seen my drones. Y'all have seen my drones before. Several times. The airplanes, the choppers, chopper style, chop, chop, chop. Y'all done seen them following me. Yeah. Well, sometimes we wonder, how do they know what we doing before we even do it? It's not just our aura. We're going to get into that too. It's not just our aura that's just giving off this information because our minds are, mind mapped. No, it's stuff on top of stuff. And this is not even DARPA, because I told you hard-headed people to go look up DARPA too. Yeah, DARPA, they Maven, DARPA. There's so many institutions besides FBI, CIA. They got us on lockdown here. Are you guys reading this paragraph? In simple terms, Project Maven was created to enable the military to apply computer vision. Okay, now I'm just going to skip on down like they taught us in school. Go to the top, kind of skim the middle, and hit the bottom. But this is not even a full paragraph to do all that. But I'm hitting the bottom right now. Okay, right now I'm down here at the bottom where it says they were going to use objects or humans of interest, TIs, targeted individuals. If you aren't the humans of interest that we have been used as guinea pigs, right? Guinea pigs used as human of interest to use these videos to get images, to capture surveillance out of child. They were capturing surveillance out of helicopters, satellites, and other means. The question is, what are the other means? Let's get into it. I'm not going to hold you to it. Let's go.
This is what they're doing. They're not out there looking for what you're hacking. They're routing through human bodies using synthetic aperture radar. Look right through your eyeballs.
Right through.
One more time. That's been going on since 2012, well known to all of them. So then they upgraded. What is Project Maven? Yeah, like normal. That was mentioned at a Department of Defense symposium in September 2020. So what is?
So I just read this, but I want y'all guys to get a good, screenshot it if you will, baby. Screenshot it for your ones out here, your Doubting Thomases. Go ahead and screenshot. And then I went and I did you the favor and did a little bit of research. So I'm gonna let this run because it's gonna pull up how they target our bodies. When I came on live, let me pause this for the cause. When I came on live and I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to do another video about how they grape us. Sex trafficking. Yeah, sex trafficking. How they grape us. I know we can't be grown on here. So read between the doggone lines. What rhymes with grape? But it's harsh. It's violent to women and men. Most likely women. But men aren't excluded. Or children. Grape. How they grape us, and they can be miles and miles away. Y'all better get into this information. You better get into it. Okay, let's go. So this is a body map. She talked about the aura, right? So, and you see down here, they target even your genitals. So this is just an article that I pulled up myself on Project Maybe. This was in 2023. Holla back. Oh no, I'm running my doggone stuff is going dead over here because I'm gonna let y'all listen to some more video really quick. This was in 2023, and this is more of the article right here. This is more of the article. I'm gonna hit y'all guys back on the chat in a few minutes. This is more of the article right here. Okay, talking about Project Maven. So with that being said, have your folks go do their research instead of them wanting to look at you crazy when you telling them they can look through my eyes. They are tracking us through our own vision. They are tracking us not only through mind mapping us, they have us on lock through our eyes. And we as target individuals, the people, the persons of interest, and pull that back up here. Remember they said the persons of interest.
They're looking for what you're hacking. They're routing through human bodies using synthetic aperture radar. Look right through your eyeballs.
Wow.
One more time. That's been going on since 2012. Well known to all of them. So then they upgraded. What is Project Maven? Yeah, like normal. That was mentioned at a Department of Defense symposium in September 2020. So what is?
Right here. You see it. They've been on us. They've been on our behind, and they on the rest of y'all, the world, and y'all don't even know y'all on lockdown. We've been trying to tell you. We've been trying to forewarn you what was going on, but you thought we was crazy, right? Y'all wanted to put us in the loony bin. I know you did. I know you did. So I have some college kids who are, you're going to just hear this portion of the video. I have some college kids who want to talk to you real quick. Now this might get a little boring, but I'm bringing it up anyway. So let me go ahead and try to locate this video because that done jumped out of sequence. Yeah, honey, they own us and they've been on you, the rest of the world. Okay, you just don't know it yet. Okay, you just don't know it yet. Let's hear these children. Let me stop. These young people. Let's get past these commercials. You know how they do. All right. This is going to be a little boring. Go get you some water, something, and sit back. Let's hear it.
This project is for the University of Notre Dame's Ethical and Professional Issues course. In this presentation, we are going to cover a few big questions about Project Maven and Google's involvement. We will cover what is Project Maven.
Let me pause for the cost. And Google's involvement. Do y'all remember when a lot of Google's employees quit because they knew about Project Maven? Y'all know how you always say, doggone it, I sure wanted me a Snickers tonight. And then the next morning you wake up and it's just Snicker commercials and Snicker bar this. And you're like, wow, dog, this all kind of Snicker bars because they've been reading your mind. And so Google employees knew about this and they quit because they did not want to be involved with anything of the Department of Defense, DOD, DOD, Department of Defense, and Google. Google came into contract with the Department of Defense and in their PSYOP, and Google employees quit. But let her finish.
What were the proposed benefits of Project Maven? What were the potential downfalls? What led employees to oppose Project Maven so harshly? What happened to Project Maven when Google declined to continue its contract? What other big tech companies work with the military? We will also offer an analysis of the ethical issues involved in the project and present our conclusion. First, I will go over the timeline. Project Maven was launched in April of 2017. 6 months later, the Pentagon announced the decision to expand the scope of the project. In March of 2018, it was announced that Google would provide the Department of Defense with the artificial intelligence technology for Project Maven. Soon after the announcement went public, many of Google's employees were outraged about their involvement, and in April, thousands of employees protested the partnership. In June of 2018, Google decided to withdraw from Project Maven when their contract ended. In December of 2019, Palantir signed the contract to work on Project Maven. What is Project Maven? Project Maven, also known as Algorithmic Warfare Cross-Functional Team, is an initiative to build artificially intelligent drones to use in warfare. Maven focuses on computer vision, which autonomously extracts objects of interest from moving.
Somebody put some eyeballs in the chat if you heard us say they focus on computer vision. Computer vision. Now, let me tell you something. We have also, in this community, have talked about ways of them getting nanoparticles into our body, such as smart dust. Okay, computer chips so small they are the size of dust. They can come spray your house and you think your house is just dusty. No, they got smart dust, computer chips all over your house, and you just up and sneeze, and then you go to dust. You know how dust is. You go to wipe it, and if you do it with a duster, that's just flipping up all that dust in the air, and you just breathing it in. Computer chips and nanobots. Okay, so we talk about doing cleansing your bodies and detoxing, right? We talk about this. I've heard about it. I definitely talk about detoxing. I've heard about it on other channels as well because of these nanobots. These are little bitty robots that they can control. And trust and believe for targeted individuals, although we do, if you do detoxing, that means taking your behind and getting in the bathtub. Yes, with some doggone oh my goodness, baking soda. There is borax, and I think I did a video. It's probably been a couple of years back, and you need to do enemas too. Yeah, enemas. I know that just sounds so crazy. Yeah, you're gonna be thanking me. You're gonna be thanking me. This is not just a game. Y'all, the people who think they ain't got nothing wrong with them are the people who dying slowly. If you think that you don't have none of these nanobots and not even targeted, you don't even have to be a targeted individual. They spray chemtrails on the daily. Okay, these chemtrails happen to be filled with nanobots. They happen to be filled with metals, heavy metals. Did y'all hear about the scandal of the glitter? I know that sounds crazy, right? The scandal of all of the missing glitter. Pretty glitter. Glitter to make things sparkle. Y'all know what happened to all the missing glitter? Your government bought it up. That's right. Your government bought it up, and they were spraying the skies with all of this glitter. And they were so-called saying that they needed this glitter to mess with the radar sensors so that they can, disguise different tactics they were using. Because y'all remember when all this, the UFOs, unidentified flying objects were coming out and all this, they were saying they were using that to distract and interfere with radar. And no, baby, they're using, I'm gonna tell you what it is. All that heavy metals, they was using that to get into your system. So when I sit here and tell you about detoxing, about enemas, over here, we're grown. Okay, we're grown. If you 18 and up, you can get this business over here. Okay, you can get the business, and the business is knowing this information is factual. Okay, you are not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Okay, these people are playing for keeps, and they not just playing for your rusty dusty body, they playing for your soul. If they want to look through your eyes, baby, they want to control your every moment where you go. Let's keep the party going.
Imagery. They use Google's TensorFlow to analyze all the footage shot by U.S. drones.
And hold on, let me go back one more time so you can hear. They use computer vision to look through eyes.
Also known as Algorithmic Warfare Cross-Functional Team, is an initiative to build artificially intelligent drones to use in warfare. Maven focuses on computer vision, which autonomously extracts objects of interest from moving or still imagery. They use Google's TensorFlow to analyze all the footage shot by U.S. drones. Since there is so much footage, the intention for this project is to have the artificial intelligence analyze the video and detect objects of interest. They then flag them for a human analyst to review. Its goal is to increase the accuracy of drone strikes, but it is not offensive in nature, since it is used to improve the sorting and just complements the human operator. Both Google and the Pentagon emphasize that Project Maven is not an autonomous weapon system that could fire without an operator. The proposed benefits of this system are that it can more accurately identify possible targets, saving the lives of innocent civilians, and also have
no, sister. They want to control the lives. See, she don't know, but we in this community, we know. And so I'm here they want to control the lives of the citizens, okay? And we have been used as guinea pigs, us, targeted individuals. How you got targeted, it may have been from birth. We're still putting the puzzle pieces together, right? And we're trying to disseminate all this information to you all so you will know. Okay? Let me continue.
Of surveillance. This way, the Department of Defense can save time and resources with the help of Project Maven to identify possible concerns. This project also opens the door to start introducing the use of artificial intelligence technology. The Pentagon compares this race to the race for nuclear weapons in the 1940s.
They're racing to control the population.
There are also several potential downfalls with Project Maven. Many Google employees were outraged by Google's involvement in warfare. A letter of protest was signed by over 4,000 employees that emphasized that this plan will irreparably damage Google's brand and its ability to compete for talent. Because of how large of a company Google is, they also have a unique responsibility to their users. Google's early motto was "Don't be evil," and many people believe that they were turning their back to that. Employees refused to be in the business of war, and at least a dozen employees quit because of this. In addition, knowing the biases in AI that we have today, they did not want it to be weaponized. Now, I will go over the stakeholders involved. First, Google employees believed that their voices were going unheard until the contract was dropped. They also felt that they were working against their own ethical beliefs and policies. The Pentagon also had a large stake and lost the contract with one of the top companies in the business of artificial intelligence. U.S. military members continue to have tedious work and have the possibility to make more mistakes about where or who they are targeting without the use of the helpful AI. US citizens also have a stake in this project because of the shift to using AI in defense likely goes against the morals of many people.
Real talk.
For you all that are just coming in the room, let me run this video back. We're talking about they can see through your eyes. They can see through your eyes without your permission. And target individuals have been telling you that. You don't know what targeted individuals are? Well, let me tell you. They are individuals who have been put on a watch list and considered to be some kind of threat, some kind of terrorist group to the society. Mainly, we know here in the United States, but guess what? This is global. And they are not actually terrorists. The terrorists are the ones who put them on this watch list so that they can be used as guinea pigs and trafficking. You know, there's sex trafficking going on. There's torture going on. There's so many things going on with different agencies that have taken the liberty of controlling our bodies. How about that? They have taken the liberty of controlling our bodies without your permission, without giving you any money. Years ago, I can recall seeing advertisements on billboard. The institution of such and such is testing. You can make $50. Come be a test subject. Not anymore. They just take the liberty and take control of your body, your autonomy, and do what they will. And then proceed to destroy your life on top of that. Yes, this is the government. This is the world you live in. And so if you don't know what a target individual is, I just kind of rounded it up in a nutshell for you. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing today? So let's continue. Let me run it back real quick. So you can take a screenshot of this if you'd like. Basically, in a nutshell, they are using military. Hold on, let me come back on up here because I didn't show that enough times. You can run the video back and get the screenshot. Yes, they're using your bodies as guinea pigs, and they can look through your eyes, and there's various ways of doing so. So when I was on here and I'm advocate, I've been telling you detox is a must. Trying to live a healthy lifestyle is a must, not just getting parasites out your body. Oh, no, 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 sir, no, ma'am. That's just normal. We are going to have those. Trust and believe. Don't worry. Don't panic. Just curb that meat consumption, okay? Curb your meat consumption. And that's another topic for another day. But that's not the main reason why I tell you to detox. You must want them to see what you're doing. You're always like, well, wow, dang. How these people know where I was going? Because they right along in your body looking through your doggone eyes. You and you, like me, some of you guys might wonder, why is my vision going bad so fast? I didn't have my vision wasn't bad. I didn't really wear glasses. I never wore glasses as a child. I wanted to because I thought they looked cool. I had friends that wore reading glasses. I used to try to fake, when the teachers came When the teachers came, the day they come and test your eyes at school, do your hearing test and all that. I had friends wore glasses. I'd be like, I can't, trying to fake the funk, like I can't see. Now, in my later years, my eyesight is going blurry pretty fast, but I know it's a part of the radiation and all of the other things that we endure as targeted individuals. But I just want to say, what about this Project Maven? Do you wear glasses? How old are you? Have you always wore glasses? Start asking questions like when you go to them killers' offices, known as AKA doctors, and they want to know your history. Does your mama wear glasses? Did her grandma wear glasses? They ask those questions, right? Ask yourself. Evaluate yourself. Well, I ain't never wore glasses. I started wearing glasses maybe later in my life, in my 20s, but my eyesight was still pretty good. I only wore them when I need to read or when I was driving at night, only certain circumstances. But has it progressed rapidly? It might be because of this Project Maven.
Isn't for the faint
It might
of heart.
be because of
That's
that.
why over 1 million
Let's keep it
entrepreneurs
going.
started theirs with Busy.
So Google initially downplayed the economic scale of Project Maven, saying it was only a $9 million project, but leaked emails showed executives seeing up to a $250 million annual contract. Employees saw this as a slippery slope for the ethical implications of what they were doing. They wanted Google to draft, publicize, and enforce a clear policy stating that neither Google nor its contractors will ever build warfare technology. So when Palantir picked up Project Maven in December of 2019, they ended up sort of taking up over where Google had left off. Their founder, Peter Thiel, calls what Google did to let their contract expire as tantamount to treason.
Treason.
Palantir is already heavily involved in politics. For example,
I
they're
concur.
involved with powering ICE and CBP's surveillance networks. They also build software for police that circumvents the warrant process.
And we know about the
pretty
Popo.
Controversial company in general, given the extent of their deals with different facets of the U.S. government. One person familiar with Palantir's role in Project Maven said that the company's initial task was to train drones to analyze potential targets against ground terrain, but that it has recently expanded into building tools that can identify objects on oceans and seas. Clearly, there's a big difference in values here. Google says that they are committed to significantly improving the lives of as many people as possible in their IPO letter, whereas Palantir said the core mission of our company always was to make the West, especially America, the strongest in the world, the strongest it's ever been, for the sake of global peace and prosperity.
But on the backs of us, targeted individuals, the ones who did not volunteer to be used as guinea pigs. I want my more than reparations. You owe me quite a bit, America. Your governments have used us as guinea pigs. You have used us as straw men and taken our finances. And in the meantime, in between time, you know what you're doing with this project that you have, this Project Maven, all of this targeting, all of your covert activities that you do. You know what you're doing. And then on top of all of that, you try to make people destitute. Once you have used up their bodies and their resources, you try to make them destitute so that they cannot have anything or any resources to come against you and put you on trial for the treason you have done to the American citizens. How dare you, but you will pay. You will pay for the treason that you have done to the American citizens.
On one hand, helping America and Western countries gain powerful resources that can create lasting peace might be a very good thing, which Google may be missing out on by letting its Project Maven contract expire. But on the other hand, if Google is becoming strong just for its own sake and taking AI to an unethical level, Google could be right in backing out. There's been a fair amount of pushback against Palantir since they're starting to become more prominent in the tech industry. Reports say that Palantir is struggling to balance lucrative government and military contracts with growing ethical concerns from employees. They already have a $110 million contract with the Army and are seeking similar contracts for the Navy and Air Force, which would mean their reach into the military would extend even further. After helping ICE create a tool that would digitally profile targets for deportation, Palantir was dropped as a sponsor of Grace Hopper, the world's largest gathering of women in technology. Palantir picked up Project Maven contract in December of 2019. They went public on September 30th of 2020.
That, you know what it means, they went public. They on the stock market, y'all. Let me tell you that. I'm not going to finish all of this because it's fairly long. I think it's about, we have a few more minutes, about 7 more minutes. I just wanted to give you an overview of Project Maven. They can see through your eyes. That's right. They can see through your eyes. And people have told you, you know, if you have friends, relatives, you know, they come to you and told you this, and they told you this before these college students got a hold of. This was published 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I know your family members probably came to you and told you that about this, that they can see through their eyes. They're monitoring them. People are following them. They weren't crazy. You're the ones crazy. You got problems when you don't listen to people, and you have a problem when you don't listen to people because something sounds outside of the box. You probably colored in the lines all your life and thought you were the top tier of the crayon crew. You colored in the lines, thought you was all of that, and you've always stayed inside the box, inside the lines. Couldn't think out the box to save your life. Well, it is time for you to wake up, America, the world, family members, co-workers. You jump on a bandwagon, you gaslight, you job mob, and what you have done to others is what you are doing to yourself. But you think that you are on the same scope, the same timeline as what these people have planned out for their future, not yours. Because you are in a time where it is the rich and the poor. And if you are still clocking in to somebody else's job, you are the poor. And if you think you're the rich and you're better off, you're sadly mistaken, because you're still a servant. Because rich doesn't mean nothing but what? 2 million, 3 million? These people are wealthy, billionaires. But you sit back and you're complicit and complacent. I'm hot. I am so hot with America. I'm so hot with simple-minded people who just want to ride the wave. Where are you riding this wave to? Do you not see what's going on? Do you not see that how you treated people is getting ready to pounce upon you, hit you smooth in the head? They are replacing you as we speak, American citizens that did not listen. Do you realize that they are firing everyday upscale average citizens who clock in probably 2 hours before it's time? They're replacing you. They didn't open the floodgates of the borders just because they wanted to, they had humanities on the forefront. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't have all these homeless Americans in the streets and disappearing. They're replacing you. And how you treated others is just how you're about to get treated, but worse. You're crying and sitting in cars talking about you can't feed your family. Oh, this and that and this and that. And this has been happening to regular people in your country while you sat back and did nothing. While you sat in your job and seen how they were job mobbing, how they ganged up on individuals, how you think that you clicked up because of social media and clicked up with people who you think had your best interest at heart, and they don't. Wake up, America. This is a whole new world. And it definitely, the people who are in power right now do not have your best interests at heart. If you think what they are doing with TikTok is hooray, well, think again. That is the same thing they did with the Twin Towers in New York. When they faked the funk as if somebody over in Iraq had weapons of mass destruction and came and brought their people over here trained just to go knock down 2 buildings because they mad at America. Nah. You know what that was about? Putting you in further lockdown and stealing money and aiding their cause. But you didn't find out that until several years later. If you opened your eyes, some of you guys are still rockabye to sleep. You didn't find out that was all an inside job. But you sit here and people are telling you, wake up, wake up. It is far, it's far too late, but wake the heck up. Sitting in your cars crying about you can't eat and you can't, and I'm sorry to say, this is to my Edomites. I've been seeing a lot of y'all in cars crying. Black folks been going through this. We've been hungry. We've been on, y'all, what did y'all tell us? Pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. What bootstraps? What boots? That's what you're getting ready to get. What boots? You go to the doggone place and try to get your little EBT. You can't even get in the building. You know why? They got the new Americans in the building. They done came from all other countries. And while you sat here and worked all your life thinking you was getting the American dream, and you haven't even got there yet, because you still working 2 and 3 jobs trying to get the American dream, and the American dream has turned into a nightmare. But you on the job giggling and cackling and plotting to hurt your next American citizen. Well, guess what? You know what? Let me tell you something. Just like I told the people at my job when they was plotting and planning, I told them, just like I quoted off The Color Purple, until you do right by me, everything will crumble. Because I'm a child of the Most High Yah, and you don't even know who you playing with. And they didn't. And now they are going to see everything crumble. And the only people who have a life raft are the ones who have the money. And it's not you. You better wake up. It's far too late to reverse any of this. But going forward, you need to know this is a whole new world. You think the robots are just now coming out. You think you're just now, AI, man, we're past that. AI is already in you, called nanobots and nanoparticles. They can see through your eyes. I want to bring you this quick report tonight. I don't want to hold you any further, but just know, before they take down TikTok, Y'all go on over there and get this perfume. Y'all get this perfume before they take down any other social media sites so that they can further strip our voices, strip our form of communication, because we made this world smaller than they wanted you and anybody else to know. We started coming up out of the mind control. Yes, with TikTok. If you were the only ones over there watching people shake their rump, you missed the boat. You missed the information machine that took them to Congress, not to once, not, this is thrice. Uno, dos. Eins, zwei. You think they're in Congress because they got a bunch of buffoons shaking their rump shakers? No. That bill passed because they had a lot of intelligent people who had woke up, and people who were telling you what the real business is. That's what went down with TikTok. They didn't care. They would be more happy if you continued to shake your rump. If you continue to talk about the football game. If you continue to talk about how you can cook pizza without crust. Stupid stuff. No. And if you think they taking down TikTok because of rump shakers, you the new fool. And after they come after TikTok, they coming after YouTube. And after they come after YouTube, they coming after Facebook. Facebook is dead anyway. But Facebook. Your forms of communication. And if you were on the right side of TikTok, you were getting the 411. Just like if you're on the right side of YouTube, you are getting the 411. The information. But obviously you're not. Because if you couldn't sift through all of the just miscellaneous videos and get to the real nitty-gritty, the information that got them shaking in their boots, all it is going to take for the president to sign off on it. Once that happens, say goodbye to national information being told and spread and shared by regular people who are not under the national news mind control and propaganda machine. But once again, I'm out, and much, much love.